A man found a diamond. When no one was paying attention, he slipped it into his mouth. The next second, the supervisor walked over.
Give it to me.
Jack felt extremely nervous because he had just spotted an even bigger diamond. Although it was covered in dirt, the pink glow was still noticeable. Jack knew the value of the pink diamond. His heart started racing as he looked around. He thought about keeping it for himself, even though many people had died trying to do the same. But he decided to take the risk. The problem was the supervisor was right next to him, making it impossible to hide the diamond. Suddenly a nearby water pump exploded, drawing everyone's attention. Jack quickly bent down and hid the diamond between his toes. Then he made up an excuse to go to the restroom and sneaked off to a secluded spot. Just as he was about to remove the diamond from his toes, a gun was pointed at his head. It was the supervisor who had caught him. Now, whether he handed over the diamond or not, he was as good as dead. Then gunfire erupted. The government forces had arrived. The supervisor was hit by a stray bullet. Jack seized the opportunity to run to an open area. He buried the diamond in the dirt, but soon after he was captured by the government forces. Everyone from the mine was thrown into prison. In prison, Jack discovered that the supervisor was still alive, and he recognized Jack. He told everyone that Jack was hiding a diamond. Whoever found it would keep it. Jack tried to explain himself. His story fooled everyone but not David. When David was bailed out by his comrades, he made sure to get Jack out as well. Jack went to the refugee camp looking for his family but couldn't find them. He turned to the camp workers for help, but they couldn't do anything either. Jack had no idea that his son had already been captured by the rebels. Just when he was about to lose hope, David found him. He tried to convince Jack to work with him. David promised to help Jack find his family, but Jack was still hesitant. He knew David was just using him. David was a cold-blooded mercenary making a living by smuggling arms and diamonds. A few days ago he had hidden diamonds on a sheep, hoping to smuggle them past the checkpoint, but he ran into a very thorough inspector. The inspector noticed a stitched-up wound on the sheep's back, and when he opened it up, the diamonds were there. David lost his diamonds to the authorities. With such a heavy loss, he quickly turned his attention to Jack's pink diamond. While Jack was still looking for his family, David approached him again. He said he could help Jack find his lost family, but the condition was that Jack had to lead him to the hidden pink diamond. David promised they would split the profits equally from selling it. Just as Jack was on the fence, rebels stormed into the city, shooting anyone they saw. Machine guns fired wildly in indiscriminate bursts. The government troops couldn't hold them off. Soon the rebels took control of the city. Jack and David slipped out of the city under the cover of night.